Hi guys, this is Sarah from LaraCroftCosplay.com. Today I'm going to do a classic Tomb Raider Medipack tutorial. I asked you guys in the last video update and you said that it was the one that you were most looking forward to seeing, so that's what I'm going to do today. Since the Medipack is relatively easy, I'm going to do it live, and I'm also going to be answering some questions that I told you guys on Facebook that I would like to answer some questions if you have any, and I got a few, so we're just gonna be doing the tutorial and and FAQ. So here we go. First thing I did for this classic Medipack was cut the pattern out of cardboard. As you can see in the picture, this is what I got from it. As you can see here, it's just plain cardboard, very cheap, very easy. So I'm going to be folding this, and while I fold it, I'm going to be answering a question. First question is from Brittany M. Redfield. She's asked if there are any Tomb Raider Lara backpack tutorials. Yes, Brittany, there are several actually. There's the Underworld one, there is the Legend one, there is the Anniversary one, Classic, and even Polygon Lara Croft from Carla Croft. So yeah, there's like 6 or 7. I think the only one we don't have is actually I don't think we don't have it. Like I don't think that we lack any of them. So yeah. So as you can see, this is the basic shape. What we're going to do now is we're going to be covering it with a material that is like suede. I had it left over from the Tomb Raider Anniversary backpack that I made, so this is what we're going to be covering this up with. So, and then it'll be easier that way to glue together. Alright, second question I got from Gabrielle Taylor. He said, how often do you cosplay, and do you go to conventions in cosplay? Gabrielle, I unfortunately have very limited means, so I don't actually go to conventions, although I wish I could. The only reason why I wouldn't go to conventions is because of money, and I honestly, I tried before, and when I had the money, I had no transportation. When I had the transportation, I had no money. So I know it's really strange from someone who runs a website like Tomb Raider Cosplay, but it's just the stars never aligned. I've never been able to go. I was gonna go to Boston Comic Con last year, I think, but again, I think I think it was around the time where the car broke down when we went to Anne's, so it was never meant to be. I will try to go, so yeah. So what I'm doing here is I'm just gluing the cardboard right on the suede material. It's like a faux suede, just with hot glue and a glue gun. Next question from Gabrielle Taylor. He said, how do you figure out how to make your props? Honestly, I think it's just it's like weird inspiration. I don't know. It's like just one day I'm sitting down, just doing, like watching TV or just doing something, and then the inspiration just comes and takes me, and it's like, oh my god, I just thought of a way to do something, like, oh my god. I know, it's totally weird, but I never just sit down and it's very rare when I actually sit down and plan and research and just wreck my brains trying to find something. Oh, and another thing is, I have to really be cheap about it. I have to look for the cheapest ways possible, again, because of my knees. I'm not one to waste a lot of money on, you know, on cosplay, and I'm not about to start begging on Kickstarter, you know, for people to for people to help me with costumes or to help me go to conventions or anything. So it's like, you know, either I'm smart about it or I don't do it, which means that, you know, I have to be crafty. And so that's how I, you know, that's my process. I just, you know, I think about if it's possible, and then I think about whether, you know, I can do it the cheap way. So that's about all, you know, I consider. As far as like the crazy stuff, like making a competition bow out of craft foam, again, it's just like looking for the cheapest way possible to do it. And, you know, I guess I luck out a lot. The stuff works out, you know, and it makes it possible for me to cosplay. So, yeah. Next question is, when you edit your photos, what do you use? I use a combination of two things. I use Paint.net, which is a software. I know it sounds like an online program, but it's not. It's actually a it's a software you download. It's completely free, and it's wonderful. And I use GIMP Shop for the ability to draw. You can draw with like a brush and like make things seem like they're like dirty up clothes with them if you don't have a particular, like if you don't want to you know, weather a particular garments, you can just cheat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just Paint.net and GIMP, which is pretty much Photoshop except it's free. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just, you know, gonna cut the I cut the suede shape, like cut this out of that, so just follow it roughly. Next question is, do you take the pictures yourself, or do you have a professional take your photos? If you do, what camera do you use? Honestly, I've never have been photographed professionally except once by my good friend Michael Greenberger from Mike G Media, and he came over to photograph my Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises, and that was the only, you know, that was the only time I had a professional photo shoot. I honestly don't think that my photos, like, you know, look professional enough. It's just me and my hubby, and he takes my photos, you know, in our, you know, most of the time in our, you know, in like a forest trail, like for the Tomb Raider 2013 photos. We didn't really go anywhere for that, except for, you know, maybe 200 yards away from the apartments. There was like a clearing where there was just forest, and we got bit by mosquitoes. But anyhow, yeah. So I just use a regular 8 megapixel camera. There's really, you know, again, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't invest in an SLR camera or anything like that. I wish I could, you know, because again, being the admin of LaraCroftCosplay.com is a lot of pressure. So you kind of, you know, people kind of expect, you know, the best from you, but I don't, you know, I don't like to let the pressure get to me. I'm not gonna bankrupt myself to get a good camera, you know. So, so what you see me here do is just now that we have the suede material, kind of, you know, same shape. What we'll do is we'll start assembling it. And this part could be a little tricky. I've never done it before, but with hot glue it should be no problem. Just point and shoot. Okay, so on Tumblr somebody said, I think I already answered this, but they said, like, how do you deal with, you know, bad feedback from, you know, people? Do you ever get like heckled or bullied or whatever online? I don't anymore, thank God, but I used to. Like, there was really no, like, it was unheard of that a girl, that's not stick thin could cosplay Lara Croft. It was like, back then in 2006, we first of all, we were considered freaks for even dressing up as Lara Croft, and let alone somebody who is not exactly model thin. But you just can't let it get to you. Like, when I was younger, it got to me really, really bad, and I deleted my videos from YouTube because there were some really, really mean people just saying horrible stuff. I wish I didn't let it get to me, because my video had, like, I think 12,000 views on it, and just one comment made me delete my video. And I kind of just regretted that. I always did. So yeah, just don't let it get to you. The worst thing you can do is start an argument with these people, because they're not interested in, understanding why you do what you do. They're just gonna be like, you can talk at me until you're blue in the face. I'm never gonna be able to accept the fact that you do this. So I'm always going to be just, I'm always going to try and cyberbully you for cosplay. I don't think it happens that much anymore, as far as I know. I mean, I've never had any complaints. Like, I tell my girls all the time to come to me if they encounter anything like this, but they've never, it's rare when they actually do come over and they're like, they tell me they have a problem. So yeah. So next week I'm gonna have, not next week. Sorry. I will have Melanie Hansen over. She's gonna be on Skype with me, and we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing like a Q&A, and we're gonna be talking. She's gonna basically make a guest appearance. She is the girl that has, she's always been there. Like, she's a veteran Tomb Raider cosplayer. She's also been a featured cosplayer of ours, and she's also recently made Shepherd armor. So if you guys want to actually talk to her about it, if you want to ask her any questions about the construction process, I'm sure she'd be more than happy to answer them. So she'll be here soon. Just leave your questions for her down in the comment section, and I'll forward them, and she'll answer them in the video with me. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Like, you can make it functional and not glue the lid down, but I decided to do that because I don't really need it to be functional. So now all there is to it is just make the detail. We're going to be painting it, so So as always, guys, you know, this is not the law for making something. You know, this is just to get you started and inspire you. This is the final product. As you can see, the shape is accurate, and you know, the pattern will be available on the website, and so you can just, you know, it can get you started in making your own. You can go ahead and get even more accurate and start designing, you know, painting the design on here. Although I don't think it's like a design, it's just they're trying to convey a material, so you can always just leave it as is, and you're all set. So yeah, here it is. So guys, as I said, if you have any questions for me that you want me to answer for next time, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. Also, like I said, Melanie is coming to guest vlog, guest vlog with me. So yeah, she'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.